Hey folks, welcome to the channel. I'm Don. This is Rockin' the Country. I've got a gift request today from Roger Smith. Thank you, Roger, for this gift. If you'd like to make a gift request to the channel for me to do a song, the information's in the description box below. It's pretty simple. Tracy Lawrence, If the World Had a Front Porch. I mean, is there a more country title than that? Maybe, but that's pretty darn close to the quintessential country song title. So I don't know if it's going to be funny. I mean, wordsmiths can do amazing things with things like this to sort of set you up for a certain thing and then turn it around. But I don't know. Let's find out what we've got. Tracy Lawrence was the real deal country artist too. So if the world had a front porch, and hopefully the official video isn't blocked. It wasn't on Vivo, so those are usually okay, but we're going to find out. Find out. Huh. Oh, that's cool.
It was where my mama sat on that old swing with her crochet. It was where Granddaddy taught me how to cuss and how to pray. It was where we made our own ice cream those sultry summer nights, where the bulldog had her puppies and us brothers had our fights. There were many nights I'd sit right there and look out at the stars, to the sound of a distant whippoorwill or the hum of a passing car. And
I can't lose this thought. You know, this video is so different. Part of me thinks somebody got the idea for a video, and maybe it was Tracy, maybe it was a producer, somebody in the band, whomever, and then you had to write the song to fit the idea. You know what I mean? And it's like, yeah, because it is an all-inclusive medium. Not just YouTube, but putting these videos together. Sometimes it isn't just the song. It's like it's a package deal with the visual. And the visual can precede it. I don't know if that's the case.
it was where I first got up the nerve to steal me my first kiss.
Probably not.
It was where I learned to play guitar and pray I had the gift. If the world had a front porch like we did back then, we'd still have our problems, but we'd all be friends. Treating your neighbor like he's your next of kin wouldn't be gone with the wind. If the world had a front porch like we did back then. Purple holes and pintos, I've shelled more than my share. There's lightning bugs and crickets danced in the evening air. And like a beacon, that old yellow bull, it always led me home. Somehow mama always knew just when to leave it on. If the world had a front porch like we did back then, we'd still have our problems, but we'd all be friends. Treating your neighbor like he's your next of kin wouldn't be gone with the wind. If the world had a front porch like we did back then.
I like that line. Somehow mama knew just when to leave it on, like leave the TV on so the kids could see the images. LA riots, there was war and stuff, but you've got to inoculate or introduce your kids at some point to the horrors of the world. So she knew to let them watch enough, but probably not too much. Go play. But that's a sweet thing, and treating everybody like, treating your neighbor like they're the next of kin. In some families, it's better to treat your kin like you do your neighbor, because neighbors are a lot easier in some cases. Because family members can be challenging, as we know. We've all got them. I say this so often. Like, for me, I care very little about what someone's religion or politics, and I have very clear views on politics and what I think is damaging and not damaging. But if I meet somebody who's nice, I don't want them switching to whatever my ideas are, because these ingredients that are in me might produce a jackass in them, and when it's mixed with all of who they are. So kindness is so important to me, and that's kind of like, this was almost like a coming of age, but also an awareness of how to get along better with people, and the recognition that the lyricist put into this song that, yeah, we'll still have our differences, but we'd all be friends. And that's it. That, to me, is what it's about. On the political aisle, I've got just as many deep, loved friends who love me the same way. They're on the opposite side of the political aisle, for example. And it's just because we love each other and we're friends. It's that simple. I love them. They love me. So go ahead. One day a year. You go for every 4 years. Go vote for a different whatever. That's just a common theme worldwide, is who your leaders are and stuff. But I look at the person in front of me, and they have way more value to me than anybody that I've never met in Washington, D.C. or Trenton or wherever else it may be. Just, kindness. Yeah. And I guess that's it, encapsulated by a front porch. And it was an interesting way. And then the reloading and all that stuff. I'm guessing that this thing seemed to have come out possibly in the 90s or 2000s. Yeah. The LA riots were in the 90s, as I recall. Yeah, that was the Rodney King thing. And he passed away about 5 years ago. But anyway, all that said, that was good stuff, Roger. That was very different. It was a heartfelt, sweet song. I think that the video came after the song. And initially I thought, wow, this is such a different video. The video idea might have come up, and then you write a song for the concept of the video. But I don't think so. I think that this is one where, like, if the world had a front porch, or if the world was a front porch, maybe that was an option for the songwriter too. But they went with if the world had a front porch. Who knows? Maybe that's the gateway into heaven. You have to sit on the front porch with an angelic dignitary of some sort that will determine whether or not you're ready for it. I don't know. We could conceptualize anything in that regard. All right, Roger, I'm going to rate this song. God, it was fascinating. Yeah, the number that popped into my head on this was an 8.8. And I'm wondering why, because I was engaged by it. It was so different. I think possibly if I was listening to it going down the street, like, the lyrics themselves were relatively simple. As much as I liked parts of the lyrics because of what they imparted. But I think it was more about that. Tracy can sing. There's no question about it. But in any case, I was fascinated more by the video and how it was being shot, I think. So that's it. But anyway, Roger, thank you for that, my friend. This has got me thinking, and I think it'll have me thinking more the rest of the day, like reflecting back on it. So anyway, maybe I'll revisit the song in a year or so. All right, guys. Have a great day. I'll see you on another video. Keep rocking the country.